Well, have you ever heard of headband curls? I hadn't. And when I did look it up, I only found it for people who had straight hair. But when I looked at it, I said, man, could you do that on dreads? So here's that story. Okay, so this is me late at night getting ready to do these headband curls. First thing you have to do is straighten your hair, just to make sure that your part is exactly the way you like it, the way you would wear your hair down. I usually like dramatic parts, so that's why it's all the way to the side. Rewind, replay all the things that made me. So once you finish that, the next thing you need is a headband, hence the name Headband Curls. The girl actually who made this up said she used a sock, and I totally understand why now. See that rubber band in my hair? Don't talk about me. I'm gonna rip it out later. There, I ripped it out. Now what you're going to need is some spritz or some hold spray, something that'll make your hair, the curls stay in once you get them in. At this point my hair is completely dry, but I'm spraying it as much as I can to kind of just make it damp a little bit. I don't like my hair too wet because then it will never dry. So the important part of this is to take your hair and wrap it around the band. You pull it through once you've wrapped it around, and then you grab the next piece and wrap it around. Clothes came out my closet cause my mic had to go inside, and yeah, if there's a way then you know I'll find it. Passion drove me to go all night and I lost. So as you see, you just continue to wrap and spray. Wrap and spray. Try to wrap it as tight as possible when you pull it through. They said that that's the trick. And then you spray it if you think it's too dry. All the things that made me who I am today. The good and the bad, the good and the bad. When I rewind, everything I'm not made me everything I am. Everything I'm not made me everything I am. I moved down to Manhattan after high school for this rapping. I had plans to make it happen. Now I'll be honest, when it came to the back, I kind of had a problem because I just have so much hair, as you can see. But I did my best to kind of just take a full piece and then pull it through. Take a full piece and then continue to pull it through as tightly as possible. Queens to see my favorite rapper, ambassador. Gave my CD, I hope you call me after. Took my Bible and he autographed it, bro. Represent him well all inside it. Now I write the same thing when I'm signing. That's rewinding, even though he never called me back. 4 years later I was on his track. I got no time for DJ official. Now look at the tours I played with you, huh? That's insane. Just a few years, everything changed. Now I'm on planes, going out playing for kids that were just like me, in the cut like me, trying to make everybody hear they stuff like me. Probably hearing people tell them shut up like me, but this ain't about me. Look what God did, without him what I'd be. When I rewind, replay all the things that made me who I am today. The good and the bad, the good and the bad. When I rewind, everything I'm not made me everything I am. So once it felt like I didn't have any more space, I just stuck my fingers through the hair and pulled all of my hair through and sprayed it some more. Then I realized I need a bobby pin. So once I found my bobby pin, I took the rest of my hair and bobby pinned it to my head. It's your choice, cause I'm looking at my past in the rearview mirror, thanking God I made it through. I said I'm looking. So now that I'm all done, I'm probably just gonna wrap it up and see what happens when I pull it down. When I rewind, replay all the things that made me who I am. So I have no idea what I'm doing here when it came to pulling this down. Now I see why they used a sock, because what I could have done is I could have just untied it and then pulled it through. But you can see all the difficulty that I had because that's not what I chose to do. Next time, I'll know that I need to do that. All the things that made me who I am today. The good and the bad, the good and the bad. When I rewind. rewind, when I rewind, when I rewind.
So once I pulled it out, I have to admit, I really love this hairstyle. It gave me a loose curl that I absolutely love, and it was really easy to sleep on. You saw the way it looked before. There wasn't a lot of bumps, there was no hard rollers. It was very simple for me to sleep on, and it didn't give me that Shaka Khan hair. It gave me a nice loose curl that I think is very modern and very consistent with today's style. So right now, this is probably going to be my next go-to hairstyle because my hair can be completely dry when I do it, and I can sleep on it and it won't be a problem.
All them clothes came out my closet cause my mic had to go inside it. Yeah, if there's a way then you know I'll find it. Passion drove me to go all night and I lost sleep.
So the headband curls gets a definite yes from me. The only caveat would be next time I will be sure to use a sock.
When I rewind,